Hey there, welcome back to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we're going to be discussing the newest record from the Canadian crooner Michael Bublé. This one is called Love. This album is unmistakably full of romantic songs, both covers and originals, and over the years we've been blessed with Michael's voice, as he's always been one of my personal favorite crooners along with Frank Sinatra. Since Michael's previous album, he and his wife have had to cope with the tough fact that their son Noah was diagnosed with liver cancer from an incredibly young age, and Michael has shrugged off the initial success of this new record. Even though this is his fourth #1 on the UK charts, it doesn't mean much to him when he's first and foremost focused on the health of his family. And to prove that he's serious about this, Michael has cut off connections from social media, and he's asked his manager to refrain from giving him status updates on the album's sales and critical reception. Quite admirable if you ask me. But hey, the music is still here to analyze, and it's no coincidence that Michael has decided to tackle an album with an emphasis on love, as it's the strongest and most significant force that Michael could use in his life right now. So despite all the terrible news in the context of this record, Love is a project that feels like Michael hasn't skipped a beat, as his singing is as powerful as ever on the Babes in Arms cover Where or When, which matches Michael's towering vocals with an equally suspenseful string arrangement. Another Babes in Arms musical number is covered on the album, and it's one of my favorites from the record. It's called My Funny Valentine. I just love this one for its dramatic feel and how it calls back to older Bublé tracks like Fever. Elsewhere, the song Love You Anymore is the first track of Michael's discography where another artist has written a song for him. Typically, Michael does one of two things: either he performs covers of another person's work, or he likes to write his own original material. But for this new track, Love You Anymore, a surprising face collaborates with Michael, as it's Charlie Puth lending his songwriting abilities and vocals to back up this ballad. And I'll admit it, I didn't believe Charlie was joining forces on this song when I saw the credits, but I have to say it's great for its guitar and falsettos in the bridge, as it was most likely the guitar that hid this song's creator's signature, as Charlie is used to playing piano for his work. My other favorites on this record come in the form of covers, as the Drifters' song Such a Night wallops with the same kind of Tin Pan Alley jazzy style of the original, but the production has obviously been enhanced for greater audio quality. The Larry Shea 1920s track When You're Smiling is also a beautiful retro amalgamation of what made Louis Armstrong and Sager Ellis's versions so special, a nice blending of horn and string arrangements respectively. Another cover, When I Fall in Love, capitalizes on a chilling string arrangement, as Michael's vibratos are so elegant and pleasing to the ears. The drum brushes add a nice touch to the track too. Overall, When I Fall in Love is a slow burning track that reminds me quite a bit of the song The Very Thought of You from Michael's previous record, Nobody But Me. And that's where most of my criticism of the new Michael Bublé record is apparent, as a lot of the songs on Love feel like they were made with cookie cutters of past material. Examples of this analogy are seen on tracks like La Vie en Rose and Help Me Make It Through the Night, as they are not only gimmicky for their Spanish or French influence on the acoustic guitars, but they feel like they've been made with the same kind of Michael Bublé formula. It becomes even more apparent when tracks 2 and 4 on Love sound aesthetically and structurally similar to tracks 2 and 4 on Michael's previous album. But given the circumstances of this record, can I blame Michael for falling back onto a formula and pumping out the same kind of hits? No, and again, that's what makes the cookie cutter analogy so great, as it symbolizes the delicious taste of cookies that sometimes suffer in stale qualities from strictly following that recipe. In other words, it's a formula that works well, but some songs or cookies may go stale over time, and in the context of this record, this would be tracks 4 and 8. However, rebounding from those low points, Love offers the moving track called Forever Now, and it instantly propels itself to be a significant original tune, putting itself up there with past hits like Haven't Met You Yet or the Christmas song Cold December Night. Although not as catchy as these older songs, Forever Now is definitely a personal and heartfelt track about Michael's son Noah, and its fatherly love is definitely welcome on this beautiful composition. Altogether, Love is more of the expected from Michael Bublé. It definitely has its highlights, sounding as strong as ever, and the record flows with minimal speed bumps other than the cookie cutter analogy that I explained earlier. So I'm feeling a 7 out of 10 on this new Michael Bublé record. Definitely not my favorite, but still a decent entry into his catalog, and it features a handful of songs I could see myself coming back to in the future. Feel free to sound off down below in the comments, agree or disagree. I'm here to engage with you guys. Please consider subscribing if you're new to the channel, and as always, have a rockin' day.